Welcome back to the Advice Show with me, Katie Moffat. Today we're talking about how David has created his own successful business producing floral art. If you have any questions for us today, get in touch by tweeting us Manchester Advice Show using the hashtag MCRAdvice or text advice and your message to 07548 200 007. So welcome back, David.
Welcome.
We're going to have a demonstration a bit later in the part, but firstly I want to know, what's your favourite thing to create then?
I would say headdresses. I love creating headdresses for could be for bride or for photo shoots, and I like creating as well kind of art installation on a really big scale. So we got involved with Dig the City Festival in Manchester for the past 2 years. So we created last summer this floral wall. So the wall was just covered of flowers. So this was very interesting to do. Yeah, loved it.
I was going to ask about what your biggest creation has been. So is that the wall?
Yeah, the wall, and we used as well on St. Anne's Square the cotton bud flowers 2 years ago and won gold for the festival, and this was on a really big scale, so we covered that of moss and ferns, and it was just very interesting as well during the process to speak with people from Manchester, and the interaction of people and question this was just very exciting. Yeah.
So how many, in these big scale things that you produce, how many flowers do you use?
On thousands, yeah. So sometimes it's quite scary when you order the flowers and thinking, well, I hope I haven't ordered too much or not enough. Usually it's always a bit too much, but yeah.
So for people that may not know, which is myself, you have flowers obviously in your shop all the time. Where do the flowers come from?
I would say most of them come from nowadays from Holland. So internationally they're gonna, send the flowers all over the world. So I would say about 60% of my flowers come from Holland nowadays. I've got different suppliers for tropical flowers. So they will be sent over from Kenya, Singapore, Indonesia. And we've got as well, if I can buy seasonal flowers, English seasonal flowers, I will try to get them as well.
What times of the year, I think I already know this answer, but what times of the year are you busiest then? Is it Valentine's Day or Christmas?
Valentine's, yeah, kind of. I would say nowadays, during the summer, definitely for weddings is our main period. And I would say nowadays, people now get married as well all year round. So late September, October, with a great Indian summer like this year, this can be a really busy time of the year, yeah.
When people come into the shop and they don't actually know what they want, do you really help them out and do you say you can pick anything and I'll make it?
Yeah, that's my job. I listen to people, what they like, and it's my job to try to translate that in flowers and trying to make them happy and choose the right flowers. Yeah, definitely. And
what's your favourite flower then?
It depends of the year. I would say for the time being with the autumn, I like kind of hydrangeas. So you get almost kind of autumnal colour. So this will be my favourite for this time of the year, yeah.
Right, to the exciting part, what we've all been waiting for. You're going to actually make something. So first of all, what is it that you're going to make?
Yeah, I just want to show to people, you don't have to spend a lot of money to do your little table center when you are home. So I just want to demonstrate to people with normal object like a tins and a bit of moss, you can try to make with the kind of table center. So
this is what it's going to look like after you've done it.
I hope so anyway. Yeah.
So if you start then and you do what you do if you were doing it at
sure.
home.
So what you would need, just like a pair of scissors and some real wire. You could even get them in any DIY shop, okay?
Right.
So I'm just gonna get a bit of moss. You could ask your florist to get it, or maybe in your garden if it's quite a wet garden.
So that's real. That everything on this table is real.
These all real flowers, yes. So I'm just gonna take a bit of wire, okay? And I'm just gonna pre-cut that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is just roll just a normal tin. It could be baked beans, so anything you want. And I'm just going to roll it all around it like that, okay? As you can see. And with the wire, I'm just going to secure it. It's not the best thing with a blue shirt, but here we go. So, and I'm just going to, okay.
So you don't need any glue, you just need the wire.
No, just twisted a bit of wire. It could be string, it could be ribbon if you wanted a bit more, something a bit more girly, okay? And I'm just gonna cut the extra bits. I don't know if you can see on the camera.
So things like this, do you actually sell this in your shop?
Yeah, you could do it. I could show, to people how to do it in a workshop as well, or if it's like a special orders, we could do it. So, so I'm just going to show you. So we're just going to cut.
So you teach people this exact thing in your workshop?
Yeah, but now it will be too late. Everybody will know it after this show, but yeah. So, and we're just going to cut it. So you can see now you just get this kind of green
Yes, yeah.
Okay, containers. So I've done one earlier on, I've had to show you, and I put some what we call fresh oasis.
Right.
Is to keep the flowers fresh, okay? So this is the same one, and I'm just gonna use anything you can find in your garden. So I brought, for the time being, it's autumn, so all those kind of reds, oranges, really rich color and vibrant.
Rich colours, yes. I love those colours.
And just, you know, a lot of people get scared. Don't be scared. At the end of the day, you know, it's for you, it's to make you happy. And I'm just gonna cut just a bit of greenery. Okay.
So is there a specific thing you've got to do? So at first you're putting the greenery in. Is that the standard thing to do?
Yeah, you could. You know, I think with greenery is great because I start giving you a shape.
Right.
Okay, so just a tiny bit. Don't be scared. Okay, so just really simple. I'm gonna take those kind of orange leaves, really autumnal. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add some more.
So do you ever put it in and then you think, oh, that doesn't look good, and you take it all out and start again?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you have to step away because you create a monster. So you're like, oh no, it's too much.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm just going to try to show for the camera.
Yeah, let's get some room.
Okay, so just gently, just putting a bit. Okay, so everything I've got today, you could find it in the garden. Okay, some ferns.
So is any of this too expensive, any of this stuff, or is it
some a bit more expensive. I got a bit some roses just to make it a bit richer, but you know, it could be anything. This you can get them in English garden. Everybody's got them who's croscomia. Okay.
Yeah.
So tiny bit. I'm just gonna put some leaves. Okay. So I'm just doing it quickly. Okay.
So in your classes, you go a lot slower than this?
Yeah, a bit slower. Yeah, definitely. This is just trying to condense everything in a...
Yeah. So in your classes, do you actually teach them what kind of things they're using?
Yeah, of course, yeah. We'll study, you know, how to condition the flowers, what kind of type of flower you can get, how to make little tips for them for when they go home, you know, they can just do it themselves. That's the main thing, you know. At the end of the day, we want people to enjoy the flowers.
So they're actually learning, aren't they? They're not just creating stuff.
Definitely.
And is that something you really wanted to do then?
Yeah, I just want to share, you know, the passion, and people, you know, everybody loves flowers or buy flowers from the petrol station but don't know what to do with it.
Yes.
So with that, just to show the people, you don't have to buy expensive flowers, but make it quite expensive at the end.
So I've got a question actually, which I think a lot of people want to know. How do you make your flowers last and live longer? Okay,
it's all about conditioning. So when you get your flowers from supermarket or flower shop, what you'll have to do is retrim all the leaves at the bottom of the stem, okay?
Yeah.
And give them a really good cut and put them in fresh water. And if you keep it somewhere cool, change the water daily, they will be fine. Definitely.
Okay, I see. So you cut them and you...
Yeah, always recut your flowers because they're full of bacteria and they get dry. So if you retrim the stem, a fresh cut, fresh water, and they'll be happy.
Right.
Okay, and just to show you quickly, just to do a little display for your table.
Yeah.
Okay, can't really see what I'm doing, but...
So you do go off the seasons then, so when you use them kind of colours?
Yeah, because it's great to work with seasonal flowers because the quality is fantastic and it's cheaper. Nowadays you could get all your flowers year round, but you know, use what you've got in your garden or, you know, what you can see in the shops instead of trying to make them travel all over the world, you know, just for your flowers. So, okay, and we're just going to do, and we're just gonna add.
So you're just picking up everything like these.
Everything is all you can find. You could find in the garden and everything.
Yeah.
So just really simple. It doesn't have to be perfect. We want kind of a natural look.
Yes.
So, okay. So just really simple.
Wow, that looks fab.
I'm just gonna put a bit of greenery here. Okay. So I'm just trying to do it really quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what you could do is add that with the rest. I'm just gonna move it a little bit more room. And you can just add, you know, with the rest. So I've done the same earlier on with a little tea light, you know, you can buy them in any shop.
That's lovely.
Put a bit of moss, really simple. You could put that on your tables, and your table is ready for a dinner party.
Wonderful. So if you can see at home, we have it here, and then that has been made in 3 minutes, and everything from home. He's got the pot, which he said you can get baked beans, tin, candle holder, and then he's made this beautiful arrangement. And how long will that last then?
This, if you keep the water inside, top it up with water, it could last a week easily.
A week?
Definitely.
So this is...
So you can invite a lot of people for dinner party.
Yeah, wonderful. So what are your favourite colours to work with then? Because I know people do have a favourite.
I like bold colours, so I like contrast as well. So, you know, like orange would work well with maybe like some teal blue or something very contrasting. So it just depends of my moods, of the time of the year, I would say.
Do you think that this is going to be something that's always going to be popular?
Yeah, I think for the past 3 years is more and more, is really popular more in fashion. You see them, all the designers use floral pattern, use as well in interior design, for sofa or wallpaper. So I think it's here to stay. Definitely has been jazzed up now for quite some good vibes.
So where did your love for fashion come from then?
I think from my mum.
Yeah.
She used to get changed about 4 or 5 times a day. So and being French, she used to love dressing up. So I think since I'm young, I always been like fashion, yeah.
And with your shop then, you want to be in that shop forever then? That you don't plan to have a shop for time?
No, I love being in the city centre, especially the northern quarter. There's a big sense of community, and I love that. You feel like a little village, little family. So no, I'm here for a few more years. Definitely.
Do you have certain people that come back every month?
Yeah, I had regular customers for the past, I would say, 5-6 years. They come like every couple of weeks, yeah.
So that's good. You see a lot of familiar faces, and you make friends from this. Then.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And lastly, can we keep this?
Please, you can. That's for you. That's for you.
Fabulous. I'll take that home and I'll have that as my centerpiece.
My pleasure.
And I might even try one myself.
Exactly.
That's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. Thank you so much to David, who's taught us and brought in these wonderful flowers that we'll keep in the studio for a while. Thanks to you for watching at home. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Monday for the next Advice Show. See you then.